It's 11:59 at Radio Free America, and this is Uncle Sam with music and the truth until dawn. Right now, I got a few words for some of our brothers and sisters in the occupied zone. The chair is against the walls. The chair is against the walls. John has a long mustache. John has a long mustache. It's 12 o'clock, Americans, another day closer to victory. And for all of you out there on or behind the lines, this is your song.
Hey, everybody, and welcome to the Daily Gun Show. We come to you live about 90 minutes each weekday on YouTube and simulcast over on gunchannels.com. We watch all the comments coming in from everybody watching live. And actually, one of the reasons that the show was started was for its interactivity with the live audience. So we appreciate everybody that's watching us now. We also appreciate everybody that's watching us later, all the feedback that we get, and everyone's sub to all the channels. Showing the support to all the chat hosts and content creators. They put in a lot of work. So make sure you check them out. And if you're not supporting them already, show them some. And check out gunchannels.com. Today is Thursday, September 14th. And we have a few hosts here. Well, only us, really. But I'm Jimmy coming in from Arizona, and we have Bob coming in from Canada.
Hey, glad to be here. So, G's just about to hit the road again?
I guess he's going right now to get the van, so he's running a little bit late, but yeah.
All right, so we should hear from him during the show at some point.
Yeah, he's going to be here eventually, but for right now, you guys are just stuck with us, so.
Yeah, well.
Today on the show, we got our CCW topic, bugs, backup guns. There's nothing for gun stuff, so we might have to come up with one of those on the fly. We have our training videos or DVDs. Are they worth it? Our regular gun of the day, movie of the day, and that's our show for right now. So I guess usually we start off with anything happening overnight or in the early hours of the morning. Bob, you got anything?
Nothing news-wise. I think there was some pretty good chats went on last night.
Yeah, I caught a little bit of Matt's chat. That was pretty interesting. And he had another chat. I don't know if you caught it. It came on later at night. It was a desktop chat. That was pretty cool.
I did watch that one. Yep. Yeah, he said he was going to do a desktop, and he did.
Yeah, he did a few of them.
Yep. Nice in the country.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah. So that was pretty. It was a pretty fun night last night. Clover Tack was on too, I believe. Who else came on? We Like Shooting was on, but I don't know if I'm not sure if they broadcast on gun channels.
I'm not sure if they do anymore. Yeah, we might just not be posting it up there.
Yeah, but they were on last night. So yeah, we had some good shows. Early Watch was on today. We had some good conversations. You know, pretty much the news of the day, all that stuff. So.
Mm-hmm.
Same old, same old. So I guess with that, we could just jump into the show. First topic. Yeah, bugs.
Backup guns.
So what's your feelings on backup guns? Myself, sometimes I'll carry the little 22 Magnum in my pocket as a backup gun. As you know, when I usually carry my Glock. I'll carry that, or I have a Taurus 850C, which is, Taurus is Taurus, but it's a little revolver. I like the revolvers. Little 38 special. It's nothing special,
Yeah, that's a good little gun though.
Yeah.
Price-wise, for sure.
Yeah, so I guess that they have a place, and I can see them being useful.
Yeah, I would carry one, but I'm because of the restrictions we have up here, I can't get anything with less than a 4 1/4 inch barrel. So, I'm pretty much stuck.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to carry 2 full size, which I could see doing it, but unless it's gonna be 2 single action 45s or something, each hip. What the heck?
Cowboy style.
Yeah, exactly. Unless I'm going to do that, then I'll just count on the fact that I carry a high power and they never fail. So.
Yeah, and I guess it would kind of defeat the purpose too, because a backup gun, you'd want that to be kind of like, hidden away. Like, I don't know, if you're going to open carry your primary.
Yeah.
So having two full size would kind of defeat the purpose.
Just a little, I suppose, you could, I suppose, carry one concealed. I mean, just because they're full size doesn't mean you can't conceal them.
But yeah, that is true.
Still, like I say, I'll just, for the moment, until I can legally own a short barrel, I'll just carry my high power and count on the fact it's made by Browning, or partially designed by Browning, I should say, but the good parts are.
Yeah. So I guess the ways to carry, I mean, a backup gun is a backup gun. So we could see what everybody out there is saying, but yeah, I guess you could carry both open, but I would probably say it'd be better to conceal one.
That's what I would think. Yeah.
Let's see here. Gun Channels is fairly dry. Oh, Ghost Tactical's out there. He says he loves backup guns. He carries a Bodyguard 380. Gun Channel. Ghost Tactical. Oh, he's on YouTube too. Pocket inside the waistband or ankle carry. Scotty is saying Ruger LCP is always with me if I'm out and about. That's my backup, either that or the Glock 43, or a backup to either his Glock 43 or Glock 9. Tony Ellum lives in a no carry state, so no backup gun.
Oh my God, poor
guy. DB's out there. Hey, what's up, DB? Yeah. So, what else do we have on this one? So benefits of carrying a backup gun. Well, I guess, I don't know. There's been like certain training scenarios and stuff where I guess somebody could like run up on you and like, pin you against the wall and you can't get to your gun or something like that. So having one on your offhand or something, I guess. That would be a benefit.
Yep. I guess ankle carry is supposed to be. I've never tried it, but it's supposed to be comfortable.
See, I had a little Galco one, and it had like a fake faux like sheepskin type of deal on the back of it. But whenever I would wear it on my boots, it would just start like kind of grinding up against my leg, and I didn't like it, so I ended up not doing it anymore. But there's some people, I think, if I remember correctly, I think Pink has ankle carried or still does ankle carry. So, I mean, there's people out there that do it. What other benefits? I guess another benefit would just be having another gun on you.
Yeah, that's a big advantage. Like I say, I mean, guns do fail.
Yeah.
Or, you could get a malfunction that would take longer to clear than it would or take more time to clear than you have time. At that point, in that situation, a backup gun would be, quite helpful.
Now, something else I guess that's on here is, would you see any negatives to a backup gun?
I don't really see a negative to them.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of one. I was trying to think of one just to, like, kind of play the devil's advocate and get a conversation going, but I really can't. Like, I mean, unless you're in a state where you can't carry at all, which, you wouldn't need a backup gun because you can't carry your primary gun. So, I mean, yeah, I can't see any negative at all. And there's even been times, I'm not advocating it, but, there's certain areas that are no gun zones, gun-free zones. So I'll just carry my backup gun, which is small and fits in my pocket usually. And I'll just carry that as my primary.
Yep.
So I mean, I think having a backup gun in your arsenal is definitely positive.
Yeah, so I think we're both in agreement on this. Backup guns are good. Can't think of any negatives.
Not at all. So let's
solve that one quick. That's because we didn't have you were making arguments.
Yeah, and like I said, I tried to. I used the best, my best Google food that I possibly could come up with, and can't find one. Let's see. Scotty's out there saying the LCP goes in his pocket in the morning before he even grabs his phone.
Yep.
Ghost, it's nice if you don't want to carry extra mags for your EDC. That is true. You know, New York Reload, they call it, I think.
Yep.
Clover attacks out there. Backup gun can simply be one you leave in the vehicle too. So that it could just be, you know, your spare gun. Like I don't know. I'll carry my rifle with me if I'm going to Phoenix or something like that.
Yep. Carry your truck gun.
Yeah, exactly. So, yeah, it looks like it's solved. Let's see, gun channel.
Yep.
Yeah,
Hey,
nice try,
everybody.
Oh man. You know what? So usually during this time, G Webs has been going over the whole Patreon thing for the gun channels member of the day.
Right.
So I'm going to take this first break. We had a few emails come into the Daily Gun Show, and I'm trying to talk while I'm doing it to fill up the dead air. I didn't go there first like an idiot. So we had a few emails come in with some suggestions for gun channels members of the day. So I figure since G Webs ain't around, we might as well just pick at one of those.
Yeah.
Let's see here. So we have from Angry, member of the day. Let's see. So who do we have out here right now? All right, well, let's just do Too Hottie. So Too Hottie, Angry says, Too Hottie on the chats brings good discussions and brings good discussions to the chats. Yeah, I remember when I first came on to Gun Channels a little over a year ago, and I was on when the nighttime lobbies were like, you know, the happening thing. Everybody was always on the night lobbies and that stuff, and you know, that's where I first met Scotty at. And yeah, we've had a lot of good conversations. I remember there was one time too where he was getting into reloading. I think Foos was still doing his chats. So yeah, there's definitely a lot of good conversation going on with Scotty.
Oh yeah, for sure. And he's another one of those guys that, you know, he's got other hobbies that he puts out on Instagram and stuff. I think it's, but with his pictures, his race car pictures, drag race pictures, really interesting.
Yeah.
So it's really that, and that's the kind of thing we like to show is that, you know, we're not just a one trick pony. Everything's about guns with us. You know, gun people, that's part of their life. It's not all their, well, some people may be all their life, but I mean, we've also got other hobbies, other interests. So it's nice that we can have these people that are accomplished at photography and things like that can actually show that we're more than one dimensional. So yeah, congrats, Too Hottie. You're definitely a big asset to the channel, and we really like having you.
Yep, absolutely. And that's, you know, one of the reasons why, you know, G and everybody started this. So we can get everybody out there, get everybody communicating, you know, everybody that's on the same page, hopefully get some people that are maybe in the middle or on the fence, and, you know, get them out here and get them interacting and all that. And Scotty's definitely been doing that. So that's our gun member of the day, and we'll be focusing on that maybe tomorrow more. So thanks, Scotty.
All right.
Right. That'll move us to gun stuff, which we don't have anything. So
So gun stuff. Well, let's see. What do we want to talk about gun stuff?
yeah, see, I wasn't 100% sure where you guys usually go with that one.
Yeah, well, I'm never 100% sure where we're going most of the time.
Yeah, that's another thing too. We are getting acclimated to this whole the newer format, or the newer time slot, I should say, and G being on the road. So we do appreciate everybody out there kind of bearing with us here in this infancy stage.
I mean, we could talk about how well, you know what, here's gun stuff, and it's something that we can talk about that's timely, is with G just going to be, his band's back together, so he's going to be back on the Gun Show Loophole tour, hopefully, if he's getting enough support now.
Right.
And let's talk about what, like, I guess, you know, this is why we kind of started the show. We wanted to do the interaction, but we also wanted to highlight gun shops every day.
Right.
Gun shops. And he's been visiting quite a few. Like, let's make this point. Like, he's put a pile of miles on that van, visiting gun shops, and I think he's got something like 40 videos. Now, these won't all be gun shops, but they're also just because part of the gun show loophole tour is it's the tour as well. So what it takes to actually get out there and do this and go to gun shops and gun shows and ranges. So, let's just think about what kind of a sacrifice you're making. I mean, I've done a lot of driving the last couple of years, just back and forth to Arizona and doing some of the earlier tour. And I'll tell you, man, you're spending 8-9 hours behind the wheel just to get to the next place that you're going to be looking at shops and stuff. Man, that's a full-time job. Believe me. So when we talk about the gun show loophole tour, then I mean, this is what we're talking about, is going out and making a real effort to visit these places. If we don't save the gun shops, we're going to be hooped. You think about it, how hard, once the little gun shops are gone, how hard is it going to be for people to put pressure on the big box stores to get rid of their firearms? I know we've talked about this before, but I think we can't talk about it enough. Is the online sales and that? I mean, they're great. I buy a gun online, but if I'm only going to save $5 or $10, I'd rather get it from a gun shop. I mean,
oh, yeah, absolutely. And just think too, like to your point, once the little stores are gone and they're able to wipe out the online thing, because I mean, they've already attacked it. They've already gone after the online loophole and all this, So I mean, they get rid of that, and like you said, all we have left is the big box stores. And if we're at the mercy of the big box stores, who could pretty much be bought out by anybody, they don't have loyalty to the customer. They have loyalty to making money, and it's a capitalist society,
Yeah. To their
yeah, exactly. So I mean, we'll be screwed. They'll be getting their agenda done right there, because I mean, they didn't ban guns, but it'll be sure as shit hard to find them and buy them.
Yeah, I mean, if there aren't any small FFLs and there aren't any big ones anymore, you got to drive your state capital just to find the one guy that still has an FFL,
right?
So you can get your gun. I mean, it is essentially going to be gun banning. They're still available. You just can't ever get one. Kind of like, Canada has you can get a carry permit in Canada, but they'll never give you one. So you have the right to apply, but they're never going to issue you one. So it's
right. Yeah.
We don't have carry. Right.
Yeah, that's, and I think it's the same way too in like California and New York, that kind of stuff. I mean,
yeah, well, any of those can issue states can do that, right? They can just say they can make it so hard to make a reason, to give a reason to be issued a permit that nobody will get issued one, and then they effectively just close down carry. So this is exactly what can happen. Only they can do it to gun sales completely. So yeah, let's all make a special effort to support our little local gun shops if we can. We should have a gun shop appreciation week or something, where everybody goes out and spends $10 in a gun shop or whatever you got to spend.
Yeah, absolutely. Because I mean, that little bit of money, it adds up, and it keeps their doors open. I don't know how many, when G-Webs was still out here, right, and he was just kind of starting this year's tour off, and kind of farting around at gun shops locally, every single one was empty. I mean, like, Scottsdale Gun Club had a couple few people in there, but none of them were buying. They were all there to shoot. They were all there for the the indoor range. So it's been terrible. Like, they're empty, so that means they're not making any money. And the last time I was at my local, the line they do the buy sell trade. So the line to trade was like wrapped into the middle of the store, and it's not a huge shop, but it's like, you know, medium size, and nobody was at the counter buying nothing. So I mean, it was just like, I don't know. It's looking bad right now for local brick and mortar shops, I guess.
Well, and I think this is also part of what, you know, we could call a Trump effect. Everybody's just so complacent because, oh, we've got a guy who's friendly towards the Second Amendment. So people aren't, you know, there isn't the panic buying, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, I've actually even heard of people that, you know, like during the election when they were doing the whole panic buy or whatever, I heard a lot of people are from my local place. A lot of people are taking their purchases back. Like, oh, well, we didn't need this. And they're taking a loss on it, but
yeah. But still, it's, you know, the store is, it's hurting the store more than the few bucks they get tagged for restocking.
yeah, what are they getting back? A $25 fee on a $600 gun or something like that? You know, that's nothing.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, that's a problem, and I think that's something that we should maybe address in more depth. Is that I like the idea actually of a, you know, on a gun store appreciation day or something. That'd be something we could start. And then just everybody goes and buy. It's kind of like a buy ammo day. I think it was Haas. USMC started that, or somebody did. But yeah, it was like once a year people would go out and buy ammo. This is what I bought today.
Yeah.
Maybe something like that, but supporting our local gun stores rather than just ordering a shit pile online.
Hey, maybe we should do something like that for like next week, that hashtag showdown. Have everybody take pictures of what they bought over the weekend and, you know, tag Daily Gun Show.
Sweet. That's a good idea.
Yeah, that'd be something cool.
Yeah. Well, we'll bat that around after the show and maybe we'll make some kind of announcement Friday.
Yeah, that'd be pretty cool.
Yeah. Excellent idea. All right. So yeah, we're kind of blazing through this, aren't we? But
yeah. Gonna have a 20-minute show.
Oh, we're at 20 minutes already.
Yeah.
But yeah, for gun stuff, I guess that was, you know, was gun related, and I really like the idea that we do a support the local gun stores.
Hey, and I agree with you 100%. This is a topic that I feel like we couldn't talk about enough. It would come into a very, very close second of our rights, you know, because like we were saying, this is something that could possibly be a gun ban without banning guns. And we still have a bunch of guns out there on the street, of course, still, and we have a bunch of gun owners and all that. So they wouldn't go away completely, but you wouldn't be able to buy anything new. You wouldn't be able to buy really anything used either at a store, you know.
Right. And how long do you think it'd be before they figured out a way to make it that you can't get ammo in the mail? So pretty soon you've got a gun you can't feed.
Yeah.
This is a dangerous thing that could be happening. And, you know, is it deliberate on the government's part or on the anti-gunners' part? It might be, but I think it's more than likely it's just something that's kind of happening. And, you know, they're going to be all for it, right? Once they start realizing, hey, if we could close down all these little gun shops, then there's only going to be the big box stores. And we know we can put pressure on them because look at what happened when Sandy Hook happened, and all of a sudden you can find an AR-15 in any of the big box stores.
Oh, yeah.
You know, so we know that they can put pressure on them to make them pull stock. So.
All right, so I guess you killed that one.
Yeah. Getting any comments out there? Or?
I'm looking right now on Gun Channel. The friendly to the second thing is shaky to me. Look how he's flip-flopping on amnesty and DACA these days. Oh, I guess he's talking about
Trump.
Yeah. Let's see what else. Yeah, let's get some thumbs up on this chat. Thanks, Ghost. They're talking about ranges in Indiana, so no, we're not really getting anything. So I guess that's a good thing. Everybody agrees, so that's cool.
I mean, everybody agrees with it. See what happens when you get two guys that are just the A show. Yeah.
So I guess with that we could move on or something like.
Move on.
Grab your windbreakers, duck. All right. Everybody knows what that sound means. So crack your knuckles, get out your keyboards. Well, you ain't gonna need them this time. So
Yeah.
crack your knuckles and get out your screen because this time, oh, I didn't put an answer in there. Let me put an answer.
Oh, I got YouTube if you want to just watch gun channels.
All right, cool. Let me throw the answer on the sheets real quick. All right. So today we're going to be doing things a little bit differently. I've gotten a few, well, we've gotten a few emails from a few different people, Angry and a couple other people for quiz questions. So what I want to do is I'm thinking we're going to sprinkle these questions in with, so it's not just questions, it's actually, what's it called? Like
visual quiz?
Yeah, visual quiz. Yeah, exactly. Thank you. So we're gonna do a couple of those, and then we have a couple of different ideas that we're throwing around over here. So today's gonna be a visual quiz.
All right.
So hope everybody, as I screen share, get ready.
Yep.
Crap. All right. So time for the quiz. What movie is this gun or these guns from? What movie are these guns from?
Oh, I don't know.
Where did you say you were watching that, Bob?
I'm watching
YouTube?
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to get on gun channels real quick.
We've got Night Strike saying Boondock Saints.
Did he just said Boondock Saints?
Yeah.
No.
Oh, no, he said Boondock Saints too.
Oh, okay. Night Strike got it then.
Night Strike got it. Yeah. Way to go, Night Strike.
Stop screen sharing. Let me reset. Yeah, nobody is on the Mexico movie. Oh, that's Irish. No, actually, Smeggy, you're right the first time. That was a Mexico movie. Or Mexico guns. The El Jefes. So congratulations, Night Strike. It looks like Sean Connery wasn't even ready for the quiz over there. So caught him off guard.
Night Strike, though, that's pretty rare.
Yeah.
He's not that bright.
Oh, actually, wait. No, wait. Close runner-up, Connery.
Okay.
Close, Sean Connery. So it's hard to tell because I don't have timestamps on either one. So
yeah,
hard to.
Night Strike was pretty quick, though.
Yeah, we'll give it to Night. Sean, we're just gonna give it to Night Strike this time. He never wins nothing.
Yeah. That's right. I mean, come on, throw the poor boy a bone.
No, yeah, I know. I see you, Sean. I see you. Yeah. Buttercup by lack of timestamps. Hey, talk to G-Webs about that one. So congratulations, Night Strike. We'll let you have this one.
So I'm going to. I guess it's going to make Night Strike. Oh, I can't believe I'm saying this. I never thought I'd ever say this. Night Strike, that makes you the tactical hot shot of the day.
We don't have nothing to send you, but bragging rights.
Well, especially for Night Strike. I mean, geez whiz. He can throw this in people's face when they bug him about, being him. Oh, Night Strike, man.
It's all in fun, Night Strike.
Yeah, you know that. He's never going to do the show again. Maybe mute me constantly.
Yeah. Well, he already learned his lesson with kicking people out of his chat. So, oh man. All right. So that's gonna wrap up the quiz for today, and we will be moving on to training. Training videos slash DVDs. Are they worth it or are they just trash?
Uh,
I Oh, go ahead.
I'm gonna say I think they're, I don't know, like the ones you got to pay $50 for or something. I've never done that because I'm cheap. But
Right.
the ones that I've downloaded snippets online and stuff like that, they've seemed pretty useful. I mean, nothing like one-on-one, but at least you can get the general idea of it, and you know. So I think they're useful.
Yeah, I definitely yeah, that's a tough one. But I would say that there's no replacement or substitute for getting out there and getting the class. But then again, what do you get out of a class? Mostly knowledge. You're hearing stories, you're hearing scenarios, for your concealed carry class. The first ones that you got to go through is you're not in the range, you're in the class. So a lot of that information, I guess you could absorb it on a DVD. But I still don't think that there's a replacement or a substitute for a live class, like you were saying. The one-on-one thing, even a 10-on-1 or whatever, it don't matter. The class, I believe, is probably the best route to go. But you talk about money, that's a big issue. A lot of classes are like $89. People don't have the money for that. And I haven't went out and bought DVDs either, but I joined up with that USCCA insurance thing,
Yep.
and they'll send you like options to get like a free DVD or discounts on shit like that. So I've gotten a couple of free DVDs before, and they're somewhat informative. Like they have like a cover versus concealment type of thing, and I mean it's decent. It's free shit. So I mean it's not the best, but um, there's also times where I've gone on YouTube and looked at like different, like a 1 to 5 drill type of thing, different types of drills, and I've like recreated them when I went out shooting. So I guess, yeah, I don't think they're necessarily trash.
No, and again, I like the old saying, you get what you pay for. So when you're getting this stuff for free,
Yeah.
you got to remember what you're getting. But a lot of if nothing else, can reaffirm that what you're doing is right, or at least in some people's minds, right. So that can help. Let you know that you're not wasting your time doing something that's completely ridiculous as far as your training.
Yeah.
So I'm going to say, yeah, I'd go with them. I mean, I think they've got a place and a usefulness.
Yeah. Let's see. Pink Panther's out there saying, and this is a really good point, people will go out and pay $500 for a 1 or 2 day class, and with a $50 DVD, you can watch it every single day forever until your DVD player stops working,
Yeah, that's a good point. Although nothing beats that one-on-one you're going to get. But yeah, it's a really good point, is that you can rewatch that and lock those things in your head, if nothing else. And then it's up to you to practice the physical part that's going to give you that muscle memory to it.
Well, yeah. Well, I mean, and even when you have that, that training class, it's not like you went out, you had that training class, the live class or whatever, and you're Rambo now or something. Like you can go out and defend the world. You got to keep up those techniques. You got to keep up those skills. Otherwise, those are. I feel like I've gotten this argument before. I feel like those are perishable skills. You might be able to still know how to shoot a gun and know how a gun functions, but if you don't practice your techniques and keep your muscle memory up and all that, I feel like that's something that can go away. Not 100%, but it's definitely good to keep up practicing. Let's see. YouTube crapped out on me again.
Yeah, I can.
But not unless you're Dano.
Yeah, Dano, he hardened up really hard.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, if you can imagine Rambo with a porno stash, that's Dano now.
Rolling out from behind the corner. Oh, man.
And I think he just likes having that free place to stay on weekends.
Yeah. They serve coffee here. It's great.
And they have a picnic table.
My kind of place.
Yeah, free coffee and a picnic table. Dano's happy.
Yeah. All right.
Oh.
Let's check over real quick for the Yeah, there's nothing else.
Nothing in YouTube, really. Oh, Dano. Night Strike says Dano loves staying at Jaeger's basement. I wonder if he started to call him Dad yet.
Papa?
Yeah. Do you mind if I just stay here now?
Yeah.
Just till I get off on my feet.
Can I be your son? Oh, man.
That'll be the next video Jaeger's making where he's adopting a new son. His name's Dan. Daddy boy.
All right. Let's move on here. Yeah, so no comments coming in. So yeah, everybody once again, man, is agreeing with us. This is going by flawlessly.
Oh yeah. For sure, man. See what happens? With that disruptive G-Webs.
Yeah. Riff-raff coming in the chat. New podcast, Dano's Corner from Jaeger's basement.
That's a good one. Who said that?
That was Pink.
Oh,
oh man.
Oh yeah. Night Strike says they're agreeing with you, not me.
All right. Well, I started off earlier when I said one of the reasons the show was started was for its interactivity. Well, the other reason Bob and G started this thing was for the spotlights local gun shops. Well, not local gun shops, but brick and mortar shops. And Squib was nice enough to send us another one in, and this one is the Sure Shot Gun Range in Scotts Bluff, Nebraska. We got pictures too. So hold on, I'll read the description and then I'll screen share some of the pictures.
Oh, sounds good, man.
This is a small gun range in Scotts Bluff, Nebraska, northwestern Nebraska, about 30 minutes from Wyoming. My son and I found it looking for a place to buy real Nebraska popcorn for my wife right after seeing the eclipse on the 21st of August. We drove past the range on the way to a popcorn shop, but the shop was closed. We decided to come back to the range and check it out. There were no customers. We had the place to ourselves. The eclipse was over, but now people were trying to get out of town. So it was a good time to be downtown where the range was. I explained to the employee what the Daily Gun Show and Gun Channels was and asked if I could take pictures. He gave us a tour. The store was a gun shop originally, but closed down for 10 years before reopening as the gun range only. The owner did not want to deal with having an FFL. They rent guns and sell ammo and cast bullets for reloading. The range is limited to 25 or 30 yards and handgun calibers only. They offer Nebraska FFL courses. When the employee asked why I wasn't leaving Scotts Bluff like everyone else who was there to see the eclipse, I told him about us trying to get popcorn for my wife, but the shop was closed. He asked which one, and after I told him, he said, "I've got a place for you." He called over to another popcorn shop to verify they were open and gave me directions. My wife loved the popcorn gift we brought back home. How's that for service from a gun range? I bought a T-shirt for me and a box of 380 ACP for the wife while I was there. Yeah, that's really good customer service. I've had that happen to me all of once, and somebody suggested, for me and my wife, so that was pretty cool.
Yeah, that's really good.
All right, let's get some of these pictures up here.
Oh yeah, Vic has nice pictures too. Oh, look at it. That is a mom and pop store if I ever seen her.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
But you know what though? I've noticed that some of those are like the best.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, it's too bad.
Looks like it might be reloaded right there, maybe.
Yeah, looks like.
I like that. You know what FPS stands for? If you don't, it's too late to run now. Oh wow, yeah, look at that. It's got like that old-timey kind of vibe to it.
Oh, for sure. Yeah. Oh, what town was this in again? Nebraska?
Scotts Bluff, Nebraska, yeah.
Bluff, Nebraska. Wow. Yeah, that sounds like a pretty small little place.
Yeah. Yeah, small for a range. Like, I'm surprised when I see those small little places. When somebody says a gun range to me, I'm thinking, well, you've seen Scottsdale Gun Club. Like, I'm thinking like something like that. Huge.
Yeah. I like these little places like that.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
Yeah, plenty of space. Like, look at those lanes. There's plenty of space. Yeah. It looks little on the outside, but there's plenty of space.
Yeah. It's a nice looking little range, too.
Yeah. And that was it. So it seems like they have like a little gun shop. Now that's another thing too. Like we were talking earlier about the gun shops for gun stuff. And that's another thing too I've noticed is a lot of people just don't want to deal with the constantly changing BS from the ATF and stuff like that, you know?
Oh yeah. And that's, you know, I think that's a deliberate attempt by the powers that be to you know, if they can't legislate it out, they can you know, just make it so onerous to own an FFL with fees and paperwork that they will get a bunch of people that just won't put up with it and will just quit the business.
Yeah, like just throw their hands up. Screw this. I'm out. You know, I don't want to deal with this. Yeah.
Yep. So that's another thing we have to watch out for. And that's, you know, something else that, like, when we talk about fighting for gun rights and stuff, you know, you don't hear a lot about, you know, legislation to make it easier for FFLs to, you know, to streamline the paperwork, to make it easier for them to function as a business. That just seems to be something that nobody ever talks about.
Yeah.
So yeah, maybe that's something we need to talk about more.
Definitely.
Yeah.
So that was our gun shop. Thank you again, Squib. Appreciate it. And anybody else that wants to, you know, have a gun shop that they like or something that's kind of, you know, like this, like a mom and pop place is kind of neat, you know, send it in to dailygunshow@gmail.com and we'll make sure to get them up there for you. And also any feedback.
Yeah, for sure. So I guess we should move on. What's this movie of the day? What's this Truing Day?
Truaning.
Day.
Yeah, that's a movie. That's, you know, of course, G-Webs, you know, shoved this movie in here and made us have to, you know, do it and then not show up, of course. But
Training Day. Yeah, I think I've seen that one. That's the rookie is riding around with a cop who is, I think, corrupt, isn't he?
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
I would say it's an understatement.
Yeah, and then that's his training day, is riding around with a corrupt partner. I kind of liked it. There was lots of shooting in it, lots of guns.
Yeah, and you know what? It was one of those things too. Like I don't know, it kind of made you think. Like it wasn't the greatest storyline ever, but I mean, it made you think like, oh crap, you know, the cops
Yeah.
really like this. And what better training to have than to, you know, have the worst possible person training you, like you learn what not to do right away.
I guess you could take it that way. What you don't do.
Yeah, this is what to never ever do. So yeah, they have. I definitely liked this movie. It was entertaining. A lot of gunplay in it. It was one of them mind type of things. You know, it kept you interested in thinking.
Oh,
I would
okay.
I'll give it 2 thumbs up.
Yeah, I think I'm going to too. I'm going to give it 2 thumbs up. Not, yeah, I'll just give it 2 thumbs up.
It ain't the best, you know, but it's definitely
It's
a
got
movie.
lots of guns in it. Let's put it that way. So that makes that get. I'll give any movie that has lots of guns in it. I'm pretty much going to give thumbs up to. Yeah, so I like that gun. And look, our lost sheep is showing up.
Yeah.
With the van. Got the van back.
Oh,
Nice.
I have 28, or wait and see, I have a new van transmission and I don't have 2,800 bucks.
that's all right. You probably didn't have it
Right
start.
around.
Well, at least you're back on the road. That's what counts.
Yep, exactly. A little bit of dripping water, so I gotta go figure out what that is, but otherwise good to go.
Sweet. Probably steers a little better now.
No, transmission has nothing to do with steering, actually, but.
No, I thought you got the alignment done at the same time.
Oh, okay, no. They called me yesterday and whatever, and when I was done, and said that to do the alignment would take parts. So I told them not to spend any money. And but what's cool is they did fiddle with it, and it's basically aligned. You know, the steering wheel's back to normal again, at least.
Yeah.
So it ain't aligned, I guess, but the wheel isn't like in a permanent left-hand turn.
Well, that'll help.
Yeah, at least it's a little more comfortable. How far along the show are we? I didn't know what time.
We're doing the movie of the day. I think we got the gun of the day left, and yeah, we're smoking right along.
Right on.
Yeah, you'll have to watch the first part again because yeah, we had some pretty good comments there. So let's see. So anyway, that was the movie of the day. Have you seen this movie of the day, G?
Judge Dredd, no, Training Day.
Training Day.
Oh yeah, yeah. I'm not as big a fan as some people, but I like the movie. It's pretty good.
Yeah, well, we both.
Some people think it's the coolest movie ever made. It's kind of odd. It's a unique movie for sure. I like it, but I'm not. I'll give it 1 thumb up.
Yeah, I liked it just because of the amount of guns in it. Wasn't crazy about the subject matter, but you know, I can ignore that and just watch the shootouts.
I didn't know you get wet. Isn't that movie?
Yeah, yeah. I don't know why the hell I thought you were talking to your dog right now.
I was like, ah.
Yeah. But yeah, that is that movie. So there you go. Training Day. All of us gave it at least 1 thumb up. So check it out. Let's see here. So that would bring us right along to the gun of the day, which was actually in Training Day. The Intratec 38 over-under pocket pistol. And I just thought this was a kind of a neat looking gun. So let's get this over here.
Basically a Derringer, isn't it?
Like a modern day one, yeah. Pull it up in 1 second. Let me screen share.
All right.
All right. Images.
Okay. Yeah, it is a funky looking little gun, isn't it?
Yeah, this little guy.
Yeah. Those barrels flip upwards or downwards?
They flip. It looks like upwards. Yeah, it looks like it's flipping up.
Okay.
Maybe I should go to the wiki on this thing.
I don't think I've seen that one before.
Yeah, there's not a Wikipedia really for it either.
So Intratec was George Kellgren after, well, he came over here from Sweden. He invented the Tech 9, which was a full auto submachine gun in 9mm, polymer made in Sweden. They brought it over to Florida and called it Intertech, and nobody would buy it, and the stupid Gun Control Act and all that shit. So nobody was buying it. The police weren't going to take a sub gun, I guess. So they turned it into an open bolt semi-auto. It was awesome, obviously. And then they changed the laws on open bolt. And I talked to Mr. Kellgren at SHOT Show a couple years ago about all this. And my curiosity was why he went from Intratec to the next company. And he told me, and I can't remember, and I don't remember if I have it on video or not. But anyway, from Intratec, he went to Kellgren. What was the name of his company? Who made the Grendel? Shit, maybe it was Intratec. So anyway, then he started a middle company, and that's where, imagine this one came from. And then the Grendels, and then the beginnings of the Keltecs, and then he started Keltec, and that's where he's at now. And now you get all the different Keltec designs and the PMR 30 and so forth. So this is the same guy who made all the Keltec guns, George Kellgren, but over at Intratec.
Oh, that's cool. Keltec's always made some pretty interesting firearms.
Yeah, I like how he looks at it kind of from an engineering, not from a ergonomic or a gunway so much, I think, as like an engineering, like how do we make this and the parts availability and sort of like the assembly end of it, it seems like. These guns definitely look unique and interesting, but crude and weird looking.
Oh, yeah. Well, like, where was that Tech 9 at? Like all these. So I guess these are supposed to be all Intratec guns.
Yeah, there's a Tech 9 on the bottom there.
Yeah.
Yeah, those are interested in, but yeah, I always thought they just looked so clumsy.
Yeah, that's the thing about them, right? They're crude, like super crude looking, yeah.
But also
There you go.
and innovative. So yeah, that's a neat little gun of the day. Now that would be a good backup gun.
Yeah.
You know, especially if you carried a 38.
Is that what you guys were talking about earlier, backup guns, and you guys agreed that Derringers are good backup guns?
No, I didn't agree to that.
Okay.
No.
Derringers are not good for anything except for novelty, the garbage with that single action trigger that you have to pull back that massive hammer. They're not good for anything backup. They're good for putting that up off your table if you're playing cards with your friends.
Yeah. Or people.
I wouldn't be opposed to getting one of those sleeve holsters where you could, like, you know, jerk your arm out and the whole, you know, throws the Derringer in your hand.
Like Taxi Driver.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be
cool. With a Derringer though, right? You did it with some little semi-auto striker fire gun that actually works.
And one of those little Ring of Fire type guns, I would say. So
what was that Jamie Foxx movie? Django. I think I had one of those Derringers, and I think it was like a 38 or something.
yeah. Chenga Unchanged or something.
Yeah.
Django Unchained. Unchained. But yeah, I don't know. They're kind of interesting. I don't think I'd really want to carry one, but
I just opened up the YouTube site to see that we got 13 viewers and 11 thumbs up. Do appreciate that. That's a great ratio. Hopefully that's the kind of stuff that'll get our show recommended to other people that are out there looking for a gun talk. So we do appreciate that effort.
mine shows 12 thumbs up. So hey, even better.
There you go.
All right. Well, that's pretty interesting. But, you know, I think we're just going to have to do
What,
Oh, you
put
know
it-
what? We didn't do gun history.
Yeah. What do
No,
we got?
why do we got this up here even? That should be fine.
What?
No, yesterday's stuff. I'm moving it.
Oh,
I keep looking at yesterday's. I'm like, I thought we already talked about this already. There we go. So you guys already talked about training?
Yes.
video. Yeah.
All right. And the training day.
I think the only thing we got left is gun channels tonight.
Yeah, I'm over here trying. I'm waiting on the history thing to load real quick, and then yeah, gun channels tonight.
Yeah, and we can do gun channels tonight.
So what's today? Wednesday, right? So we got Clover Tack doing his Wednesday show.
Thursday.
Oh, today's Thursday. So you got Clover Tack doing his Thursday show. But before that, probably be Yankee was last week, right? So it'll be Yankee or Matt doing their own thing.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Today, September 14th, correct?
Yep.
Let's not forget about last year, just basically 1 year ago today, constitutional carry in Missouri. So Missouri loves company. Give them some more concealed constitutional carry out there. So that I think they were number 11 with Arizona, Idaho, Wyoming, Kansas, Arkansas, Mississippi, West Virginia, Maine, Vermont, of course, and then Missouri was number 11 1 year ago today. So things do change. People who want to sit there and say that our rights are being taken away and that they're all out to get us and we're under assault, fuck them. We can change things, and people do, like the people in Missouri. So, oh, I forgot about Alaska. So, like I say, Missouri loves company. So, change your state to concealed carry or constitutional carry too.
That should be like a hashtag for today.
Mhm.
Zora loves company.
Do like Missouri.
Yeah.
And I'd like to throw a correction out there, either for this history website or for whoever said Francis Key Scott wrote the Independent or the Star Spangled Banner. It was today, actually. Well, either that or the website's wrong.
Which it could be.
Yeah, very, very well could be. Let's see.
Interesting.
Not a
So,
Russian.
Way to play the Star Spangled Banner then.
Could have done that. Let's see.
Let's see, anybody important born today? Doesn't look like it. Doesn't look like it. Illustrator of no.
Wendy Thomas was born today. That's a very important person to me in my life.
That was the daughter, the adopted daughter, right? Of what's his name? The guy who created Wendy's and named it after his daughter.
Yeah, was Carl Thomas, something like that.
No. It's, yeah.
Very good.
Dave Thomas.
Yeah, there you go.
That's it. All right. Well, I missed a bunch. Like I said, was waiting for a new credit card so that I could go pay for the new transmission, the new rebuilt transmissions. Got that in there. Looks like I'm just planning on burning down the credit cards and heading east. So we are going to keep doing the gun show loophole tour. I'll no holds barred, just like say running the credit cards into the dirt. I just got done paying them off, but what the hell? I only live once, so I'm going to go YOLO it. Anybody that wants to, though, I dropped a link to gunshowloopholetour.com. If you want to just drop money right into the bank, that'd be awesome. Over on PayPal, I put up a PayPal button there right on the main page. Of course, there's the Patreon, which is what we're really trying to get people to mobilize behind. There's lots of people out there doing interesting Patreon projects. My project is to drive around looking at new gun shops and gun shows on weekends. And if you think that's something that's worth throwing a buck at, I definitely appreciate it. It's well beyond being economical or sane at this point. I'm burning all the bridges and burning down the credit cards. So I can use all the help I can get, and I will have to shamefully plug that as much as possible, since I'm basically going home and sell the house to pay for all this. So instead of cutting halfway to the castle, I'm going to go ahead and get out there and then mosey my way back to the Gun Rights Policy Conference and the decks of cards that are being printed Tuesday. So I'll be posting some updates as I can. And like I say, I'm basically going to go check out another gun shop right now and head east and continue the tour. So I appreciate everybody who's supporting it. Please share it. Hopefully there's people that are just hearing about it and think it's worth throwing a buck down. I'm not trying to get rich off of anyone in person, but I'd love to have a couple of 3,000 people throw a buck at me each month so that I can basically just stay on the road. I have to sell the house now anyway, so might as well go around looking at gun shops and gun shows and stuff.
Well, you won't have anywhere to go home to, so.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I'm going to be living in the van, so might as well do something interesting with it. So without worrying about all that till I have to get home and do that, definitely could use funds while we're driving. So we'll be heading out. Appreciate all the people that are feeding me along the way and helping out in various ways. So it's not meet and greets or nothing like that, but we're still looking for interesting gun shops. I posted a video today of one of my favorite gun shops ever that I checked out when I was a little kid here in Illinois. Went over there with Dano. The video is about 4 minutes long. It doesn't do it justice, but it'll be up in a few days. It's all scheduled now. So check that out on the Gun Website's YouTube channel. There's a video coming out pretty much every other day. And then, at least for now, till I start racking up some more tours. And then a video coming out on the alternate days over on the Gear channel, talking about the van or the tour or the dog and stuff like that. So as I have more content, we'll be posting stuff more frequently. And we're lining some stuff up with some of the people from gun channels and people I've known throughout the years. And we're not going to be able to hit everything. So since I'm going to be living in the van, it looks like, I'll be able to hit some of this stuff on the second round through. But definitely having a lot of fun so far. And appreciate everybody who's supporting it and watching it and enjoying it. Hopefully we're encouraging people to get out and remember, you got a camera in your pocket, right? If you're carrying around a phone, you got a camera. Take a picture of that gun shop. I can't tell you enough how awesome it is to walk into a gun shop and ask them if you can take some pictures. When they ask why, and you say, I just want to share it with the internet. It's like you're giving them a present at Christmas. They're like, oh, awesome, thank you. You know, they understand what the internet is now. I can tell you, back in 2005, 4, you asked to take a picture of a gun shop. They looked at you like you were a freaking communist spy. In 2009 or 10. You asked if you could take a picture of a gun shop, and they wanted to know how much. They thought you were trying to charge, pay them, or charge them something. Nowadays, like I say, they understand what it is to be on social media. They appreciate it. Doesn't matter what size channel you are. Not one of them is asked what size channel I am. They appreciate any attention. So hopefully this is encouraging people to do that. These gun shops are super important. I'm preaching to the choir now, but once I get started, I can't help it. I'm all psyched. I'm going to be packing up here and getting in the van, and tomorrow we'll be probably someplace else for the show.
Very cool.
Very cool. Sucks you got to sell the house, but at the same time, hey.
Nah, fuck it. Houses are lame. I can always buy another house when I get super rich, right?
There you go. I hear that noise.
I just don't want to be in debt. I don't mind being in credit card debt, but there's no way I'm going to be in debt. So I'm going to make it that not an issue. But we'll worry about that months from now.
Yep.
All right. Well, Matt is on tonight. Or no, wait. We don't know who's on tonight. Tack Daddy does a show out of Florida tonight. I don't know what he's calling it anymore, but I think he posted on gun channels. I would recommend, if you like his show, go over and watch it on YouTube and bug him for not paying attention to the YouTube side or the gun channel side. He often posts it on gun channels, but then they don't get enough response from the gun channels chat to monitor both sides, and that's no fun. So if you're watching the Tack Daddy chat, participate on the gun channel side. If you're watching Matt or Yankees, Matt usually does a pretty good job of posting it on gun channels, but Yankee always forgets. So thanks to whoever it is that posts Yankee chats over here. And again, the more comments you do over here, the more likely those guys are to check them out. Clover Tack, though, will be doing a chat. He definitely pays attention to the gun channel side. Tonight's chat, I think he does encourage people to jump in. So if you'd like to be part of a chat, that might be an opportunity for you. On Thursdays, he'll typically talk about what's going on in the week and what's been going on in the other chat. And I don't know, maybe we'll do a van chat tonight. It's possible I'll be at Smeggy's house this evening. Who knows?
Ooh, that'd be interesting. You'll have to drink Mountain Dew then, won't you? Isn't that part of the rules?
Ugh, probably. Slurm.
All right. Well, I think we've covered everything, haven't we?
Yeah, that's about it.
All right. So, well, Let's do we'll end it with a quote. This one's by James Madison. We always end it with a quote.
Hold on, let me address some of them. I think Post is kidding out there, but he's saying they should get an RV and then I can sell advertising space. I don't give a shit about advertising. I don't want to advertise a bunch of people. That's sort of why I'm doing the tour this way. It's actually the reason I'm doing the tour this way. I would not be interested in shilling, somebody's parts or some kind of crap. What I am interested in is getting individuals psyched up about and participating in their own freedom. So that's the part I really like. I wouldn't even have considered this trip. What the hell is that noise? I wouldn't even have considered this trip if it wasn't a possibility to have it funded by the individuals watching it. I like I say, I really am against the idea of some, manufacturer sponsoring me to go out there. I don't want it to feel like this is something that is being paid for. So I'm trying to do it as a way to get people on board as individuals to participate in all this stuff. So I know that you're probably just kind of saying that, but don't care at all about a bed. I'm not looking for comfort or nothing. I don't want an RV because I want to be able to keep the costs super low. I want all the money to go to gas. And I know you're just joking around, but I just wanted to mention that for anybody else who might be watching it, that it's not just supposed to be a vacation or nothing. It's supposed to be a kind of subtle drive around the country, exploring shops and sharing it with everybody. But anyway, appreciate that. And sorry to cut you off there, Bob. You're about to do our end of the show quote.
Yeah, no worries. So like I was saying, by James Madison. Before that, I want to remind everybody, please like, share, thumbs up, subscribe. If you want to support the tour and the trip, we've got a Patreon account, and that will be in the description at the end of the video. And yeah, okay, well, let's just do James Madison's quote. Americans have the right and advantage of being armed, unlike the people of other countries whose leaders are afraid to trust them with arms. And Americans are pretty lucky to have that. So thanks, everybody. We'll see you all tomorrow.
The guys and gals of GunWebsites.com encourage you to take a CCW class every year, practice at least once a month, and carry every day. Thanks for watching GunWebsites.com.